we're good.
Sort of what you expected from Josh today?
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't quite sure, but that's who he is, so, and to be able to do it, the way he did, it was unusual. I mean, he was at the game, he got there, he had to go through his physical yesterday, then he drove down to Philly to be with the team, then come back today on a back-to-back, and to jump out there and play as well as he did, credit to him. Brought a lot of energy and toughness to the game.
Hey, Coach, sorry, no load management for you on the questions. Hart, 4 offensive rebounds, 4 steals, 4 assists in his debut. This kind of who you've spoken to, even when you guys played Portland earlier in the season, that he is off the stat sheet, great rebounding. Now that you've seen it on the court next to these guys, I noticed between Emmanuel, Quentin, RJ, and Josh, you might have 4 guys you're comfortable closing with on the wing.
Yeah, no, it's great to it's great to have that depth. I think all 4 of those guys are more than capable, and they're all willing to sacrifice and put the team first, and that's what we need. We need everyone to do that. And Jalen and Julius were their usual selves, and we played off that extremely well. But I thought the intangible stuff that Josh brought was critical. I thought Quick gave us good minutes. I thought our 2 centers really battled on the board, rebounding wise. I think 24 rebounds between the 2 of them. So we had a lot of guys step up and play well, and then RJ got going in the second half, and we needed everyone.
I think Josh played the last 60 minutes.
Yeah.
Not as much in the first half. Did you just want to put him out there for that stretch?
Yeah, no, in the way the game was going, and Utah is very explosive. So every time we got up, 10 points, they'd come right back. And so we felt like we knew we couldn't let our guard down, so we were trying to buy some time. And then, but you never felt real comfortable with the game. They're so talented offensively, and they're hard to guard. So, we needed everyone.
There were a number of times in the game where it didn't look like it was Josh's first time. Like I think it was his second steal when there was a cutter coming into the paint and he ripped it from the corner and noticed that we got the steal. Like he might have messed up communication because it was his first time or something like that. Are you surprised in those sorts of tinier ways that it looked as seamless?
No, I think the thing is and you can see it. Like you look at the offensive rebounding, defensive rebound, 4 steals. His anticipation and the way he reads the ball, and he's quick. He's real quick to the ball, and a lot of that is toughness and competitiveness. And sometimes I don't think we put enough stock in that, and it's critical to winning. And how hard a guy will sprint back in defensive transition. Is he willing to go to the floor to get a ball? Will he stick his nose in and battle 2 or 3 big guys and come up with it? He's always around the ball, and I think that's what makes him so valuable.
Hey, Tom, tonight Julius was talking to Jericho at one point. Kind of far, my guess he was advising him how to switch those 4-5 pick and rolls and screens that Utah runs. Is there a positive correlation between Julius's all-star play this season and how much he's talking and leading out there on the court?
Yeah, and I think good veteran leadership, and that's what I like when everybody's talking to each other. I think that's important, and to have the ability to read things when you're on the floor and to have an awareness. And so I think Julius has done a good job with our big guys, mentoring them, and all the players. It's a big part of winning, and our young guys they're growing every day, but we have the right veterans around them too. And we have guys that aren't in the rotation right now that are helping in that way. And when you need a whole team pulling together, and that's what we have. We're fortunate to have that.
Obviously, Josh is here to play. But it's a tough conversation with somebody like McBride, who you've been very complimentary about, to take him out there too.
Yeah, it's not easy, but that's part of being a team and putting the team first. And I love Deuce, and I love the way he's played. And so, just stay ready. And then, I love who he is as a person. I love the way he's worked. I love his improvement. And you never know when it comes back around. So, and nothing is set in stone. So we're still trying to figure this out.
Julius in the last week has taken 4 different kinds of really, really high floaters on against shot blockers. 3 were against Embiid, and then he had another tonight against Kessler. Is that specifically? I know he kind of added the floater over the summer, but he hadn't taken those really, really high ones yet. Is that something you've been trying to add?
No, he's got and you see him working on it. And he's got great touch. I like the way he's attacking the basket. Like, to me, I know you don't want to see that. No one does. It's like I know when I sat on the other bench coaching against him, when he's attacking the rim, and it sets up everything else for him. And then he knocks down a couple threes. Now they come up on him. He uses his quickness and his strength really well. And then to add the floater, Kessler's a heck of a shot blocker, right? So to have that as part of it in your repertoire, because the way he gets that off, even if he misses it because the big's coming, it sets up the offensive rebound also. So it's a lot of good things can come from that. So, but I love when he's attacking the rim. When I see his aggressiveness, I know we're going to be hard to beat that night.
Do you feel like you guys, with the players that you have now, with the addition of Hart, do you feel like you could be the best, that you are the best offensive rebounding team in the league?
I think it's within our grasp. I think we were the number 1 team thus far in terms of second chance points. I think we've been first all year. So I think this should add to it. I know rebound margin. I think we're pretty high in that as well with top 5. I know that. So I think those rebounding is a big part of winning. And the better we rebound, the better our chances of winning are.